The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, a novel, a captivating summary. Introduction. The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, by Taylor Jenkins Reid, is a compelling and intricately woven novel that explores themes of love, fame, identity, and the price of living in the public eye. The story centers on Evelyn Hugo, a reclusive, aging Hollywood star who, at the age of 79, decides to tell the story of her life and her 7 marriages to a young journalist named Monique Grant. The book spans several decades, touching on the golden era of Hollywood, the intricacies of fame, and the complexity of personal relationships. Through a narrative full of twists and emotional depth, Reid delves into the emotional and moral dilemmas faced by Evelyn, making it an unforgettable exploration of self-identity, ambition, and sacrifice. The narrative structure. The novel is framed as an interview between Monique and Evelyn. Monique, a relatively unknown journalist, is chosen by Evelyn to write her biography, but she doesn't know why Evelyn picked her. The story alternates between Monique's present-day experiences as she interviews Evelyn and Evelyn's detailed recounting of her past, specifically focusing on the 7 men she married throughout her life. This dual narrative approach allows readers to get a glimpse into Evelyn's past while simultaneously revealing Monique's own journey of personal growth and self-discovery. The glamorous and troubling life of Evelyn Hugo. Evelyn Hugo is introduced as a stunningly beautiful, enigmatic actress who rose to fame in the 1950s. From a young age, Evelyn was determined to make a name for herself in Hollywood, driven by a desire to escape the poverty-stricken, abusive life she endured growing up in Hell's Kitchen in New York City. In her pursuit of fame and fortune, Evelyn uses her beauty and charm to her advantage, ultimately becoming one of the most sought-after actresses in the world. She is a woman who knows how to wield her power and manipulate the system to get what she wants, but this drive also comes at a great cost. The 7 Husbands. The core of the novel revolves around Evelyn's 7 marriages. Each husband represents a different phase of Evelyn's life, and through each marriage, we learn about her character, her ambitions, and the sacrifices she made in order to achieve her dreams. Evelyn's marriages were often driven by practicality rather than love, though the complex emotions and relationships she experienced with each of her husbands reveal her deepest desires and vulnerabilities. 1. First husband, Ernie Diaz. Evelyn's first marriage was to Ernie Diaz, a man she married as a teenager in order to escape her difficult home life. Ernie was kind and dependable, but ultimately, their marriage lacked passion. This marriage serves as an introduction to Evelyn's manipulation of relationships for her own benefit, a pattern that will repeat in her future marriages. 2. Second husband, Don Adler. Don Adler was a famous actor in Hollywood during the same era as Evelyn. He was charming, handsome, and successful, but also abusive. He epitomizes the toxic relationships that Evelyn often found herself in. While their marriage was filled with glamour, it was also emotionally and physically abusive. Their marriage serves as a catalyst for Evelyn's realization that she needs to take control of her own life, both personally and professionally. 3. Third husband, Mick Riva. Mick Riva was a rock star and a fleeting romance for Evelyn. Their brief, passionate marriage was driven by physical attraction rather than compatibility. Though Mick's character is relatively shallow, his marriage to Evelyn symbolizes the moment when she begins to understand that love isn't always the answer, and that personal growth often requires letting go of fleeting relationships. 4. Fourth husband, Rex North. Rex North was another Hollywood star, and Evelyn's marriage to him was more of a strategic partnership. She needed to maintain her image as a glamorous, married woman in the public eye, and Rex was a perfect match for that purpose. However, their marriage was devoid of love, and their emotional distance only highlights Evelyn's growing disillusionment with the Hollywood machine. 5. Fifth husband, Harry Cameron. The marriage to Harry Cameron was perhaps the most significant and profound of Evelyn's 7 husbands. Harry was not only Evelyn's closest confidant and friend, but also the love of her life. Their relationship was built on mutual respect, trust, and understanding, but it was a complex one, complicated by the constraints of society and Evelyn's own desire for fame and acceptance. Their relationship also reveals Evelyn's secret: she had a deep, passionate love for women. Harry and Evelyn's relationship highlights the cost of Evelyn's pursuit of success, as it forces her to hide her true self in the face of public expectations. Sixth husband, Max Gerard. Max Gerard was a famous French director, and Evelyn's marriage to him was one of convenience. Though their marriage had its moments of passion, it was ultimately built on Evelyn's need for stability. Max was not the love of her life, but he played a key role in helping her maintain her image as a glamorous Hollywood actress. Their relationship exemplifies the emptiness of fame and the way Evelyn continues to sacrifice her true self for the sake of her career. Seventh husband, Robert Jameson. Robert Jameson was Evelyn's final husband, a man who was also tied to her past. Their marriage was a culmination of all the lessons Evelyn had learned over the years, and it represents her final attempt at seeking true love and redemption. In the end, Robert's presence in Evelyn's life is symbolic of her own growth and acceptance of herself, despite the sacrifices and compromises she had made along the way. Monique Grant's role. Monique Grant, the journalist tasked with writing Evelyn's biography, provides the modern-day perspective that contrasts Evelyn's past. Monique's own life is complicated by her recent divorce, and her struggles with self-worth and identity parallel Evelyn's journey. As she listens to Evelyn's story, Monique comes to understand not only the depths of Evelyn's sacrifices but also her own capacity for change. Monique's personal journey intertwines with Evelyn's in ways that neither woman could have anticipated, and through their interaction, Monique is able to find the courage to confront her own fears and begin a new chapter in her life. Themes and significance. One of the central themes of The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo is the idea of identity, particularly how one's identity can be shaped by external forces such as fame, love, and societal expectations. Evelyn's journey of self-discovery is marked by the realization that the person she has presented to the world is not the same person she is behind closed doors. Throughout the novel, she grapples with the idea of being true to herself while navigating the pressures of the public eye. The theme of sacrifice is also prevalent in the novel, as Evelyn makes difficult choices throughout her life to achieve her goals. Her pursuit of fame and success requires her to sacrifice her personal happiness, her true love, and even her own identity at times. Through Evelyn's story, the reader is invited to reflect on the ways in which we all sacrifice parts of ourselves in order to meet societal expectations or fulfill our own desires. At the heart of the novel is the exploration of love and its many forms. Evelyn's relationships are complicated by her internal conflicts and the external pressures she faces as a public figure. Through her marriages, we see how love can be transformative, but also how it can be elusive and complicated when it is constrained by societal norms and expectations. The ending and resolution. As the novel progresses, Evelyn's past comes into sharp focus, and the reader is led to understand not only the intricacies of her marriages but also the truth behind her most secretive moments. The final twist of the novel is both heart-wrenching and redemptive, offering a profound conclusion to Evelyn's journey of self-realization. By the end of the book, Evelyn has come to terms with her past, and Monique, who initially felt like a passive observer of Evelyn's story, emerges with her own sense of purpose and clarity. The story concludes with a sense of closure for both Evelyn and Monique, with both women finding redemption and peace in their own ways. Evelyn's legacy, however, remains complicated, an amalgamation of love, loss, fame, and sacrifice. The novel ends with a sense of bittersweet finality, acknowledging that while we may not always be able to reconcile the conflicting aspects of our lives, we can still find meaning in them. Conclusion. The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo is a masterfully crafted novel that tackles issues of love, identity, sacrifice, and fame in a profound and captivating way. Taylor Jenkins Reid's intricate character development, particularly of Evelyn, allows readers to connect with her on an emotional level, despite her morally complex choices. The novel is an exploration of the ways in which the pursuit of success can shape and define a person's life, and how the cost of that success can often be higher than anticipated. With its unexpected twists, compelling characters, and thought-provoking themes, The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo is a rich and rewarding read, offering both a glimpse into the world of Hollywood's golden age and a timeless meditation on the complexities of the human heart.